So I appreciate everyone joining us this morning. Today we're going to be running through a 15-minute rapid-fire rundown of how you can boost conversion rates with intelligent technology, of course focusing on how you can do so with Searchspring. Thanks to everyone who completed the registration question, which was, what is your greatest challenge to converting online traffic? We had some fantastic answers like customer acquisition cost, building brand awareness, showing personalised results and personalisation, and then helping customers find those relevant products and showing the right products to the right people. With me today is Alex Ross. My name is Michael Smedley, and we're both e-commerce business development managers for Searchspring. Below, you'll see QR codes. So if you have any questions following this meeting or simply want to tee up a chat, please feel free to give that a scan, and we'll be more than happy to hop on another call with you. So for those of you that don't know, Searchspring is a platform built for search, merchandising, and personalization. We've had a ton of success in Australia because we're built exclusively for e-commerce, meaning that we work specifically with brands to make sure we're getting the right product to the right person at the right time. Today, we're going to be covering off those three pillars of search, merchandising, and personalization, running through some fantastic customer examples. I'll have a quick rapid fire dive into the back end. I'm now going to hand off to Alex, who's going to kick us off with the search functionality.
Perfect. Thank you, Mike. Jumping onto InQ, starting to think about search and how we can drive more revenue from that traffic. So jumping onto that autocomplete experience, we know shoppers are highly motivated if they can get to the right products really quickly. So in this experience here, searching for pants, we've got some popular search suggestions down the bottom here. So around that pants for men, pants women, for example. You can see here, as I start to mouse over these suggestions, those products are automatically updating to be relevant to what I'm looking for, helping me cut down results before I even land on that search result page. Also, some great call outs here on filters on the side. So things like category and brand, again, being able to mouse over those suggestions and cut down those results really quickly. So jumping over to a search now, keeping it really broad, searching for pants. So the first call out here is InQ have a really strong content strategy, which is fabulous to see. We love having searchable content, but the key here is to always lead with products. That's what's going to drive that conversion rate on site. So leading with products and splitting that content out. Then from a navigational perspective, searching for pants, quite a broad search. So we've got 463 items returning. How can we help shoppers cut down those results really easily? So some really great curated filters here on the left, as well as some great sort by options here, really clean experience to help those shoppers cut down results. And then also using badges like final sale to call out to those shoppers to help them make that purchase decision really quickly too. Searching now for black pants. Now, I've done this in a one-word search, so having a really strong search algorithm that can pick that up automatically, redirect to a search for black pants. Also, you can see here, making sure we're returning relevant results, exploding that correct color variant as well. When we start to think about capturing the different ways in which people talk about the same product, so we see a lot of sites falling down where they're requiring shoppers to use those exact site naming conventions for shoppers to get those relevant results. So on InQ, searching for swimwear, searching for bathers, have those same 38 items and that same experience there too for that best practice. Now for search, I've got a couple more examples around 2XU. We've just recently launched a case study with 2XU. So searching for compression types here, I wanted to point out firstly, their fabulous filters. So the classic gender type color, but then really drilling down into things like activity, size in stock, compression level, benefits, pockets, etc. Really great call outs for those motivated shoppers to cut down really quickly. Also some fabulous badges here around that new soft touch fabric as well for that content education. And then from a personalization experience, searching for compression types, 2XU are using Searchspring's inline banners here. So we've got this video content for that quiz around compression types, helping those shoppers kind of work out what products are best for them. Really personalized experience when I'm searching for compression types and you've got relevant content to what I'm looking at on site. And then the last piece of the puzzle, and this is often really low-hanging fruit for a lot of the brands that we talk with, searching for banana, no results found, but not landing on a blank 0 result page. When you're spending so much time and money to get traffic to site, we typically find a blank 0 result page is a really high bounce rate page, unless you can have some product recommendations here to help those shoppers get back onto that product discovery journey. So trending, bestsellers, those types of call outs there. Perfect, Mike. I'll pass back over to you for merchandising.
Thanks, Alex. So now I've jumped onto, got a few different customer examples for merchandising, all of which are fabulous case studies on our website. So if you want to read in more detail, you can take a look. But the first of all is Rip Curl. So this first aspect I want to touch on is search result merchandising. So with Searchspring, you can merchandise your search results in exactly the same way as your collections and category pages. So getting that same customer experience and making sure that no matter how they navigate your site, you're still able to control the experience and make sure that you have the highest chance of conversion. So I've searched for women's wetsuit, and of course the relevancy is fantastic. But what I wanted to highlight here is that we are recommending all of these higher value, full priced marquee items, if you will. So it's not picking up wetsuit accessories or anything like that. It's picking up the primary product we want to be selling and focusing on those mainline items. It's defaulting, of course, to best match, so that relevancy piece and merchandising piece. But then if I order by popularity, like number of sales, you can see we start to return these accessories, of course, still relevant, like a wetsuit bucket and wetsuit booties and so on, as well as these on sale products. So when we start to go away from that, we go towards most popular by sale. We are starting to see those on sale products that we normally would want to be merchandising down, and how we are merchandising down with that best match merchandising. Now looking at St. Frock, couple of things I want to highlight on their dresses collection, so category merchandising. If I come down, first of all, you can see that we have these just landed badges, so i.e. new. This is just using St. Frock's naming convention for that, but all of these top products have strong size curve availability and are new. So they're merchandising in a couple of ways here. They're merchandising by new products, and they're merchandising by products that have size curve above a certain point. And we can build that out for you to determine what you define as an in-stock product. So all of these top products are just landed, i.e. new. You can see again those banners there to drive customers to an end of season sale. But as I come down, seeing all of these top products being new. Then once we finish up with all our new dresses, it then goes to the next layer of merchandising, which is promoting bestsellers. Again, powering this bestseller badge, but we can see we're showing bestsellers again with strong size curve, as well as things like back in stock to drive awareness about products returning. Next, we have the upside. Very similar strategy here. So looking at new products first, and again, if I hover over these, you can see strong size curve availability, but promoting new products first. And then looking at those banners as well, I can further look at their new collections, new products collection. And as I come down, seeing those new again, and then also banners for things like their charity and social responsibility work as well. Final example, still on the upside, is category specific. So having that category specific banner for the pickleball capsule that they've just released, fantastic to have that homogeneous experience across the collection. And then again, you can see we have those products returning in the banners as well. I'm now going to hand back to Alex, who's going to talk about personalization and recommendations.
Thank you, Mike. So personalization, drilling down into, for us, the product recommendation side of that. So onto Age Athletica, onto these full price spray pants. Scrolling down here, the first call out is this really beautiful shop the full look. So this is a curated personalization profile where we're really trying to put emphasis on that outfitting, helping shoppers easily navigate the site and complete that look. And then as well as that shop the full look and that curated recommendation, we do have AI machine learning driven recommendations down the bottom here with that you may also like piece. So keeping that hyper relevant to what I'm looking at. What have other shoppers that have looked at this also gone on to look at and purchase? Also noticing here, we've still got those badges across site. So calling out those bestsellers as part of that product recommendation piece too. If I jump over to a completely different product now, so we've got a sports bra, a sports bra on sale as well. So scrolling down, that shop, the full look has updated to be matching what that model is wearing. And then you'll notice here, the you may also likes updated to be more relevant in nature, but also calling out, we've got sale products now showing up in these recommendation carousels. So a strategy here for Age Athletica is to make sure that we don't have sale recommendations on non-sale PDPs, but we're okay showing sale products on that sale PDP here too. A strategy to grow that average order value as well. Now, jumping over to another product here, this fabulous crop jacket. As you can see, all of those recommendations are updating to be relevant in nature. And then I wanted to call out this cart level opportunity as well. So adding this product to cart, scrolling down, they've got this recommended products. Now here we're showing those complementary lower price point products here to add at that cart level, really helpful ways to increase that average order value and again, help with navigation on site. Jumping over back to St. Frock, I just wanted to call out here, scrolling down, they've got this you may also like showing products that are similar in nature. They've recently added this you recently viewed for those shoppers that are navigating across site, returning back to site and picking up that product discovery journey. Really helpful profile, especially if you've got those higher price point, longer product discovery products. And then the last piece of the puzzle, jumping over to Gander, again, we've got a cart level recommendation. So I've got these two skirts in my cart. Scroll down here, you might also like. Now, AI machine learning, what have other shoppers that have purchased this also gone on to purchase? So naturally, we're promoting those cohort products. Again, helpful for navigation, really easy to add to cart, grow that average order value and create a personalized experience where you're showing recommendations that are relevant to my navigation and what I've been looking at on site. Beautiful, Mike. I will pass back to you to run through the platform.
Thanks, Alex. So I'm just going to run through a few quick areas that I think really highlight the ability to help optimize on site. So first of all is synonyms. So the ability to add in these group synonyms really easily. You can see a couple of examples here. But then also a classic example would be something like t-shirt, t-shirt without a hyphen and so on. Essentially allowing, no matter what a customer searches for, we can have that same customer experience and make sure all relevant products are returning. On the merchandising side of things, one of the cool functions I wanted to highlight is the ability to have geo merchandising, so merchandising by location. So of course, in Australia, I'm sure your customers on the Gold Coast, if you are in the apparel or clothing space, are shopping radically different to those in Melbourne, buying a lot less puffers and things like that. So the ability to geo merchandise as by state, and then for those in the US as well, having US state-based as well if you're selling into the US. On the merchandising side of things further, I've now jumped into a category or collection page for your dresses. So similar to the St. Frock example I showed before. So first of all, we can see a live ordering of products on site. And then if I click into boosting rules on the right here, I can see the rules I have set up. So I have in stock. So again, that size curve, I have newness. And then in this example, I have seasonality as well. But if I make a change, for example, from 30 to 14 days and click out, you can see that I can see the impact of the changes I make in real time. So being able to test that out. And then also, once products meet all of those primary rules, I'm then sub-sorting by sales rank, i.e. best selling. So it's going down from best sellers below as a tiebreaker once products meet the primary rules. A couple of other cool features to call out. We showed a bunch of inline banners before. Really easy to add these in. You can place them in locations like the top, left, bottom, or inline in the product feed. And that can be as simple as an image URL, video URL, or the raw files themselves as well. Also have the ability to A/B test. So running different variations and approaches, for example, with or without banners. You can run both variations, segment customers between each equally. And then once you've done your test, you can take a look at things like conversion rate and AOV for each. And then, of course, use those metrics to make an informed decision on which approach you want to take. And then finally, on the merchandising side, just a nice quality of life feature is the ability to schedule campaigns ahead of time. So no more kicking off campaigns manually at midnight or on things like Boxing Day sales or Christmas, and so on, you can save and schedule all of the changes you want to make for a campaign specific, and then schedule an exact start and end time for that campaign itself there as well, and then save it out. Quickly looking at recommendations, the main thing to note is we can place recommendations anywhere on site. So of course we saw the PDP pages with Alex, we saw the 0 results, we saw those basket and checkout level pages, but any other page on site gives you the control to place them wherever you want or need to have recommendations. Finally, we have 8 different types of recommendations. Some of the key ones to highlight that we've shown are the cross-sell recommendations, so complementary products to what's being shown on the PDP. Similar, so using those product attribution to recommend really relevant products to what's already being shown. Then we have those cart level, and then personalizing further with personalized recommendations based on what shoppers have looked for. And then finally, those recently viewed and best-selling recommendation types as well. So a recommendations carousel for whatever you need. I'll hand back to Alex now to wrap things up.
If you've got any further questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Jump onto searchspring.com for more info. Thank you all so much for your time. I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend.